welcome back to the channel. So we have got a Subaru here, a Subaru Legacy, and it's a boxer diesel, and it's getting a fault for the EGR valve. I don't know what the fault is because the guy who owns it has just kept on resetting it. So I'm going to start by cleaning the shitter out and see if that fixes it. So first we need to carefully remove this engine cover, and then we can see that the EGR valve is in this location, but that intercooler is in the way as well. So I've take that shitter off. And to do that, we need to undo this Jubilee clip which holds that pipe on there without dropping the socket. There is also a pipe around the back of it that wants unclipping nice and carefully. That wants moving out of the way. And then we've got these bolts there and there, which look like they're 13s. So that's one. And then if we make our way around to the other side, we have got some more, which these are 12s. I don't know if the one on the other side is meant to be a 12 and it's just got the wrong bolt in it, probably. So them are out, and then the intercooler is held on with that there, but that is off from there. So now we can disconnect that Jubilee clip, and then the intercooler should lift out. Yes. And now I'm hoping that with a little bit of current attention, this, I'm after that one like there, aren't I? And now I'm hoping that this intercooler should just lift out nice and easily and carefully. That pipe is quite tight. Yes. It's not doing any of the things I was hoping it was going to do. Better. And now we've got that out of the way, we can see a lot better what we're dealing with. Now, the observant might notice that there's a little bit of coolant there, and that is because off camera I just pulled one of these pipes off here to see if I could take it off without coolant spunking out everywhere, and in fact I cannot take it off without coolant spunking out everywhere. Hopefully not a lot of coolant will come out because it's right on the top of the engine, so we should be alright. So let's see. It did come out at first, but it might stop quite quickly. Yes. Yes. Alright, probably be alright, just have to top it up again afterwards. So to set this off anyway, we have got two nuts there which hold it to this EGR cooler. Now I'm hoping that when I take them out that it will move enough to get this out, and I don't have to take that out all the way down there, because that looks like it could make this job a lot more involved than it needs to be. So I'm hoping that if I undo them, that'll have enough flexibility on it to squeeze that EGR valve out, and then I just undo these other bolts here, I think they're all 12mm, and then it will lift out of place. And so I'm going to start by removing these two, which are 12mm and need a deep socket because they're on studs, and they're quite tight by the feel of it as well. Wasn't expecting that. Yes. Fuck this. Yes. And now with them off, I'm hoping that this will move out the way enough, and it's not going to move out the way enough to do anything. Min. That does not move at all. What a knob. And so, with that not moving, this job has just got significantly bigger. So I'm going to have to remove these studs, which are E something or whatever, a 6mm hex will fit on them. Yes. Yes. I have to take them out, and that one too. That's one, and that's the other one. And now I've got them studs removed. Once I remove these 4 bolts, which should come out nice and easily, I'll be able to slide the EGR valve out of that gap. There's only one obstacle in the way of us doing that, and that is the inlet manifold is in the fucking way. So instead of taking the cooler off, I'd rather take the inlet manifold off, to be honest with you. So I think that's going to be what I'm going to do next. And I don't need to fully take it off, I just need to get it out of the way enough to get the EGR valve out. And this is the bit we're talking about, this plastic bit that goes across, and it goes bolts on here with 3 bolts, it appears. we've got 3 10mm there. And then on this side, we have got, looks like a 12mm there, another 12. I'll go around the other side because it's mirrored and you can see it easier on this side. So, we've got basically four 12mm bolts on each side, and then them there. And then this should at least lift up. Now, there will be other shit attached to it. I just need to lift it up enough to sneak that EGR valve out. So that's what we have to do now, innit? Yes. So now that should be one side released. I need to do the same on the other side. It's the same, but a little bit more awkward. So I'm going to do that off camera, and then I'll come back when I set these ones off. Yes. So now I've got 3 10mm here, and then I'm hoping that it's going to release, and then I can move it, but we'll see. Now the moment of truth. Yes. Not moving at all. Perfect. And so it seems with all those bolts removed, this is still not moving. And I've just had a look, and I think if we look here, I show it on this side because the other side you can't really see it. If we look here, we can see that there is a metal thing like a clamp that sits into the manifold, and then it's bolted there with that 10mm. So it's bolted to something, and then it looks like it's holding that in place. So I'm going to take that 10mm out and see if it frees anything up. Yes. No. So I've gone back to plan A, which is to get this to move. And if we look down there, you can see that there is actually a ratchet onto a bolt which holds that EGR cooler, and I'm hoping that when I take that out, that will move enough. See, basically I fucked up. I've took off a load of stuff that I didn't need to take off by the looks of it. But I'm going to leave it in the video so you don't have to make the same mistake. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to take that bolt out of there, and then hopefully that will move enough to release that. Nope. So that doesn't give me enough room either. This car is a dick to work on so far. So I have got this loose. I have got this a little bit loose, but it won't go anywhere. So I'm just going to start taking things off until it starts moving, because I need to lift this up enough to get the EGR cooler out of there. First thing I'm going to start with is I'm going to take that bolt out down there because of the 12mm which holds this pipe on. That's not stopping it moving, it's just annoying and it's in the way a little bit. So I'm going to take that off, and then I'm going to take all these little clips off, all this kind of crap off, anything that's connected to the inlet manifold. I'm just going to start taking stuff off. I'll probably do it off camera because it's going to be time consuming. But yeah, I'm going to take stuff like this off. There's a bolt there. These are the bits that I think are holding it actually. We've got these stupid sort of heat shieldy things here. Oh, well, they're not heat shields, they're brackets, but that fits into the plastic. And I'm wondering what else is holding that on. They've got some bolts here which are holding wiring looms and pipe holders in place. So yeah, I'm going to start taking all that shit off and then see where that gets me. And so after removing that bolt there, and then there's also one there along with the one that goes through here. This bracket I'm hoping should pull out the way. I don't know what I'm going to do on the other side because the other side is less room than this, and this is awkward enough, but I need to pull that bracket out, as you're seeing that I'm doing really carefully. And once I've done that, I'm hoping that it moves a bit more, but not as much as I was hoping for. But it is still connected to the other side, isn't it? And now I've done the same on the other side, and it's still not moving that easy, but it is moving more than it was. Probably enough now to get the EGR valve out once they unbolt it. So yeah, I'm pretty confident that's going to fit out now. So let's go ahead and unbolt the shitter. By taking these 4 bolts out, there's 4 bolts, 12mm that need removing. And now with those 4 bolts removed, the long ones go on this side, short ones on this side, I'm hoping that this will sneak out of here. If I pull that forward, then this EGR valve will fit in this gap with a bit of loving tender brute force? Yes, it did. So now I've got that basically off, I need to unplug it and disconnect that pipe from it, and then we can go and clean the shitter out. And to do that, I am going to use some of this. Just spray it on everywhere where it's got carbon build-up on it, both sides obviously, and leave it to soak for a bit, and it'll dissolve most of it, and it should clean up pretty well. So let's just leave that to do its shit. And a quick scrub and rinse later, and it is looking much better. So now I need to put that back in there and put it all back together, which is just a reversal of the removal process. So I'm not going to film any of it unless it's something interesting, which I doubt there will be, and I'll come back when I've done it. And I have in fact done it. So now it is all back together, and to be honest with you, if you're going to do this job, I'd buy a new one. I won't fuck about taking it off just to clean it. If I'd have known that it would have been such a twat to do, that's what I'd have done. But anyway, it's done now, so don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the usual shit, and I'll see you next time.